Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading, so please take these messages where and how they resonate in your life. This is your message. If you are looking for a private, personal message, I do those too. Check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. All the services are explained over there. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your support, whichever channel you watch this on. I appreciate you. Let's get into the reading. Pisces. 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 God, please send messages of healing and balance, prosperity and productivity, clarity and love, pure love for Pisces. Pisces. What do Pisces need to know? What do they need to hear? What needs to... Okay, that's really weird. I'll try to get one more, guys. There's something going on here. I don't like when this comes out. Okay, so you're stuck in a loop, and I'll show you why. Look at how the cards are coming out. Something is like almost like a boomerang, bringing you back around. Why? Because ultimately it wasn't God's plan. It wasn't aligned with what your true purpose was supposed to be. You weren't looking far enough or from a zoomed out perspective. And ultimately there's still a lot you've got to learn that you ended up missing. And we're going to get into that. So let's go through the cards. Let it shine. You opened yourself up in a kind of presentation, which is fantastic, but ultimately presentation doesn't necessarily mean sincerity. There was definitely something put on. Not necessarily false, but I think since we end up back here, it was like, let me be a showstopper. Let me be, not necessarily an exhibitionist, but extroverted, time to collaborate. I don't fucking know. Whoever's attention you got or connection you got, I don't think this was like a sincere or good connection, Pisces, but that's not what it's not bad. Maybe it was work that you'd had, right? Good, right? Fantastic. It could have been good, but then we have this, and I don't like this energy because it kind of meant that you were kind of going out on your own, and it really wasn't what God had kind of laid out for you. There was a disconnect there. And then we say, see the big picture, but that's kind of in reverse too, looking at things very narrowly, or maybe looking at the details of something, right? Or maybe you had to look deeper into to understand or know. I don't know. Life is a mystery here. Something is still masked. Something is still uncertain. And then we have life is speeding up, because we want to get, we know we kind of like got looped back around, and now we kind of make up ground. It almost feels like what you feel is that you're stuck 5 years back. You thought you'd moved forward and you haven't. You feel like, oh my God, why am I in this position again? Why am I here? Right? Something has kind of boomeranged you back. What is it that boomeranged Pisces back? First of all, why is Spirit has a plan in reverse? Why is it in reverse? Please articulate. Please articulate. Why is Spirit has a plan? Because it was all about, I don't know. Hold on. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 6 of Swords. It was almost like you worked your butt off to demonstrate that you were finished with something. That it's like you wanted people to see that you were done with something. Right? It was more about the appearance or the announcement than it was about something else. And then we have the Chariot here, which is progress. Maybe you did. You made headway. You made some progress. That sounds good. That sounds great. Or just this sense of ending a work that you used to do, but then people were happy about it. You were able to move, maybe you were able to move on from some great amount of pain. Because the Chariot is here, being able to move forward. Connectivity or family, it could have been. But it's like you made progress from failure and from constantly getting turned on, getting turned down or getting backstabbed. Whatever it was, you made progress. It was some sort of success you were able to move on from. Okay, so see the big picture. Why is this in reverse? Page of Pentacles, because it was a small opportunity. It wasn't big opportunities. It was little things. It's almost like something, your life slowed down like to a halt and you had to restart everything. But guess what? Fucking love comes into your life. I understand. So you're being slowed down so that another part of your life can speed up. There's got to be partnership and love that comes into your situation now. That's what you're being, that's why you're being slowed down. There is connectivity here, an offer, maybe even an offer of marriage. It's not just about working solo anymore. In order to figure something out. It's okay. So why is life is a mystery here? Why is life a mystery here? There was some stuff that you didn't understand, that didn't make any sense. This celebration, it's almost like you never saw yourself in this position. If you had looked at yourself and saw your own life, you never thought that you'd actually be here or do this. It is exactly what you were supposed to do. Or you're being led into this situation where, holy crap, how did I even get here? Because you were supposed to. Weird. Okay, God, so take it from here. Where do we go? This is Pisces. King of Pentacles, financial security, certainty, job opportunity, maybe a job, somebody you can rely on or depend on, somebody who's very solid. This is also making, I don't know, it's like, it's just solid, or being with someone who is solid, or meeting somebody who is solid. You know, being sure or certain now where you want to put your money and what's worth the investment. It doesn't make, maybe not anything to do with money, but just what is worth the investment. Oh, something really changed around for you. It had to, or else you would have kept looping and looping and looping. This was a change, okay? And then we have being alone, being rejected, being dumped, being left behind. Why did that card come out? I don't know. It's almost like you just didn't expect, because you were confused as to why you were either stuck or rejected, or maybe something never happened for you. And then we have this. You were confused as to why this always happened, or you had a lot of selections or choices. You were rejected and left out in the cold, so you would be forced to fucking choose and decide and see that there was more value in front of you than you actually thought. that the choices in front of you, while they may not have been your first choice, it's almost like take action on one of them, any of them. It's like what you had to realize was if you weren't clear what the direction was forward, then any direction was fine. And the only way you came to this conclusion is because somebody totally sideswiped you and took everything from you. Like, that's what it was. It had to be like, almost like you had to be forced into this situation of, holy crap, I got nothing. Right? And now you've got a lot, because there's a lot coming in. And it wasn't the ideal, but this not ideal became just the best thing ever. You know why, Pisces? Because you put your love into something, it's going to become magical. And it's like, I don't know why you had rejected those opportunities before, or it was a direction that you never even looked in. But as soon as you looked in this direction, it's like the whole fucking world opens up. And a lot had to do with partnership, my friend. Falling in love, letting yourself fall in love. When you're down and out on everything else, there was that sense of maybe let somebody in. We got to get a moon card. Please don't forget there's always an extended reading, which I hope you guys will join me for. Check out my website at bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. I also have a Vimeo account. You can go there too. I'm going to leave the links below. I just don't know if they'll work. Just an FYI. This is reflection. Maybe taking time out. It's almost like you needed a second, you needed a break in order to get back up on your feet and recharge and fight. Because the last thing this setback, let's say a setback, it's almost like the setback worked as motivation for you. And if you hadn't had the setback, I don't think you'd ever have found that motivation. But you absolutely found the motivation because you're like, fuck this. And it's all coming out now. Just how wonderful it ended up being. It made you demand more. It made you get your fighter on. It made you get your warrior on, which is usually not you, but it's like it made you push. Let's see. Okay, let's see the moon card. I love this deck. My Moonology deck. I love it. Okay, so we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. More Cancerian energy. Okay. It's like it's new family. That's what it is. It's new. Or a new branch for your family. A newness. You're good. Or it was, the motivation was you had to keep your family safe. It could have been that, this sense of, if I don't put myself out there and I don't get out there, then forget about it. I'm never going to be able to get out there. Emotions are running high. That's what it was. It was this motivation of, oh my God, I care about this too much to not do anything. It was almost kind of an explosion. We have a super moon, and then we have a new romantic cycle begins. It was a catalyst to something that's going to keep moving forward, keep going into the future. I don't see this as upside down. I see it so much as like pushing forward. There's a lot here. Let's get a little clarity. What do you mean? It's almost like in some ways, to be clear at how important, or to it's like you had to get your priorities reset. And you have. And now you are stronger than ever and understand your own personal authority to keep this going without emotions being on crack, right? This sense of, but I know what's important now. This clarity to drive that forward. Well, why is new romantic cycle begins? Why is that a little wonky? I just feel like it's moving into the future. You'd given up. Or there was that sense of something just isn't working out, or something just isn't right. Like, let it break. Let whatever needs to break, Pisces. It's not worth you holding on to. You've got too much to look forward to. We have Page of Swords, clarity or a decision to move forward and move away. you're moving away from the failure. You're moving away from the failure and what you don't care about, what doesn't fulfill you or suit you anymore. You're just leaving. This new romantic cycle begins. You had to leave something behind. But why is that coming in the future? Maybe it's not. Please clarify, because I don't think it is. I think it's like you're happy that you walked away. It's clarity. It's like you knew you made the right decision. Now you're certain of it. You're sure of it. You're certain that you had to get out and that you did the right thing. Something's coming in this week that is going to let you know you actually did the right thing, even if it was painful, because you were stuck. Yeah. You chose the right person. This is like, or it's like you're learning or getting information in about your connection or your, no, I think this is you finally learning who suits you or who is right for you and making a really good decision to be like, yeah, let's make this official or let's connect, or learning how to choose the right person for you instead of the wrong person for you. And so you may never have been here before in this kind of relationship, but you're not gonna have to go anywhere else. Or you're helping your partner making a decision because it works better for your partner. It's not just about you. It's almost like you're starting to make decisions differently, or you will be. This is the awakening that's happening this week. Let's go to the extended reading. I will see you guys there.